Good evening to everybody, the aspirants of the 17th cohort 2022 All India Bar Examination. Welcome, Karibu Sana, to my class. And now the today class is the last class. We are going to deal the intellectual property law. Yeah, please unmute and read what I posted on the screen. Anyone? Unmute and read what I posted on the screen.
Intellectual property law.
Of course, there is a infringement, trademark, dress design, and exclusive rights, assets, industrial, and other things. Could you see it or you could not see it?
We can see that, sir.
What about in this slide posting?
Intellectual property, industrial protection, trademark, brand, patents, invention, copyrights, license, infringement, secrets, and law, intellectual property law.
Yes. So these are all connected to?
Intellectual property.
Very good, very good. Now let us come to our point of study. Now let me read it. All India Bar Examination, 17th cohort, 2022, Intellectual Property Law, multiple choice question. Be ready for the first question. First question, Dash is one of the oldest existing intellectual property right act. It has been amended quite a few times to align with the global trade and commerce. Number one, Trademarks Act. Number two, the Patents Act. Number three, option, the Design Act. Number fourth option, the Copyright Act. That is the oldest existing intellectual property right act. Among the four, one is the right answer.
Four.
If the fourth is the right answer, the Copyright Act is the oldest one. And that is the answer for the first question, fourth. Now the second question, what is the exact sequence of this act according to the chronological order? Number one, trademarks, the Patent Act, Design Act, the Copyright Act. Number two, Copyright Act, Trademarks Act, the Patent Act, the Design Act. Number three, the Copyright Act, Trademark Act, the Design Act, the Patent Act. Number four, Trademarks Act, the Patent Act, the Design Act, the Copyright Act. In the above question, we already said the oldest. When you say the oldest chronological order,
Option two.
Option two, sir.
you can easily deductive method, you can apply it and you can say the answer option two. Because the oldest is the Copyright Act. Then you can make it Trade Act and Design Act, the Patent Act later on. Because patents are a latest ones. Okay, now the feedback, let us see the Copyright Act of 1957, the Trademarks Act of 1999, the Design Act of 2000, the Patent Act, though it's made in 1970, but the amended act is 2005. So 2005 is the latest one, the Patent Act. Hence, it will be the last. Is it clear? Say yes.
It's not like that, sir. We have to consider the base year, not amendments, sir.
Okay, amendment we don't consider.
Yes, sir, because the other acts also might
Yes,
have been.
you're right, you're right, you're right. When such a thing is there, 1970 should come over here. I mean, second, it should come into the 1970 year. Yeah, you are right. I admit it. I admit it. Amendment, no, because the original act will be the same, but the amendment is made
Maybe
2005.
2005 they did so many major amendments.
Yeah.
But even even 1 or 2 years before also they might have amended some
you are
of the
right.
acts.
But anyway, that my point of asking here is the chronological order also they will ask the question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's my intention. Okay, now let us see the next third question. Intellectual property has given rise to dash. Which one is odd man out? Number one, copyright. Number two, trademarks. Number three, patents. Number four, industrial secrets.
Number 4.
What would be the right answer?
4.
I say what should be the right word should be there?
Industrial designs.
Yes. So it is not industrial design, trade secrets. It should be an appropriate word, trade secrets. So that the fourth one is the odd one out there, the third question. Now the fourth question is, it covers legal area like dash. Which one is false? Number one, fair competition. Number two, unfair competition. Number three, non-fair competition. Number four option, unfold competition. The right answer is shoot, even though it is wrong, doesn't matter.
Option 4, unfold
Option 2, sir.
competition.
It is option 4 is the right answer. It covers the legal areas like the unfair competition. So for the fourth question, the right answer is option 2. Now the fifth question, can anyone can unmute and read?
Intellectual, within the parenthesis, intellectual property is essentially an dash certain that is translated or expressed into a more tangible form. Option 1, intangible. Option 2, non-tangible. Option 3, detangible. Option 4, intangible.
4. Option 4. Intangible.
Option 4 is the right answer for the intangible. IP, that is within parentheses, intellectual property, is essentially an intangible creation that is translated or expressed into a more tangible form. So the fifth question, the right answer is option is fourth. Now let us see the sixth question. Which one is correct statement among the four? One is correct, rest of the three are wrong. Number one, it means that the intellectual property law gives a creator of any unique nascent idea or product a temporary monopoly on its usage. Number two, it means that the intellectual property laws gives a creator of any unique new idea or a product a temporary monopoly on its usage. Number three, it means that intellectual property law gives creator of any unique new idea or the product a temporary monopoly on its usage. Number four option, it means that the intellectual property law gives a creator of any unique new idea or a product a temporary monopoly on its usage. Among the four, which one is the correct one? Other three are wrong in all respects. Yes.
Number 2, sir.
Wrong. The right answer is the fourth one. It means that intellectual property laws give creatures of any unique new idea or product a temporary monopoly on its usage. Do you know what I changed in the first one? In the first one, the law gives, laws give, okay, creator of any unique, nascent I put it, it is a new, nascent I put it. So it is wrong. The wordings are wrong. So here it means the first person singular, the verb should be the plural form, but I say it mean. So it is also wrong in grammatically in any other way. But here it means that the intellectual property laws gives, not gives, give. So the fourth one is the right answer. In all respect, you have to see. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
All respect, you have to see why it is wrong. So what is the full form of TRIPS? Number one, trade-related aspect of intelligent property. Number two, trade-related aspects of intellectual properties. Number three, trade-related aspect of intellectual property. Number four, trade-related aspect of intellectual property. Which one is the appropriate one? The exact correct.
Fourth one, sir.
Fourth one is the correct answer. Trade-related aspects of intellectual property. That is the right answer. Okay, now the eighth question is, TRIPS is connected to ILO, number one. Second option, WHO. Third option, WOT. Fourth option, none of the above.
4.
None of the above, because ILO are connected to the WTO and the WTO is not there. And hence, fourth is the answer for that one. Next, ninth question. In the multilateral level, there was a enhanced protection and enforcement of IPRs to the level of the solemn international commitment because of the successful conclusion of the dash in the World Trade Organization. Number one, agreement on a commerce related aspect of intellectual property right. Number two, agreement on trade related aspect of intellectual property right. Number three, arrangement on the trade related aspect of intellectual property rights, or none of the above.
Number 2.
Yes, number two, agreement on the trade related aspect of the intellectual property is appropriate in the place of the blank for the ninth question. So, agreement on the trade related aspects of the intellectual property right, TRIPS, which I gave in the feedback also. So, now the 10th question. Which India Act is used for IPR? I repeat, which India Act is used for IPR? Intellectual property's right in India is governed under the following act. One of it is odd man out, which is not related. So number one, Trademarks Act 1999 and the Copyright Act 1957. Number two, the Patent Act 1970 as amended by the 2005, the Design Act 2000, the Geographical Indication of the Material Regulation and Protection Act 1999.
So number 2, the Patent Act 1970.
I replaced C. Goods should be the appropriate word at the indication of the goods. I say indication of materials. It is not the indication of material. It is the indication of goods. So this is not odd man out among the four. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Because indication of goods I should say, but I did not say indication of goods, I say indication of material. That is not connected at all. So the 11th question, who was the father of intellectual property right? Number one, Theodore Roosevelt. Number two, Thomas Jefferson. Number third option, Franklin D. Roosevelt. Fourth option, George Washington. Shoot.
Third option, Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Wrong.
Number 1.
Wrong. It is George Washington. See, George Washington was born in February 22nd, 1732. As we are celebrating his 287th birthday, we remember him as a father of his country and father of the patent system. 12th, who got the first patent in India? Number one, mechanical engineer. Number two, doctor, that is a medical doctor. Number three, an architect. Number four, a civil engineer.
Civil engineer.
A civil engineer. Because the person name is a civil engineer, he is, of course, the second, there I will give the feedback. Now, third question, 13th question. Who was the name? What was the name of a person who got the first patent in India? Number one, Sunil Chakravarti. Number two, Ajit Mukherjee. Number three, George Alfred D. Penning. Number four, Sir Atiqur Rahman.
Number 4.
Wrong.
Sir Atiqur Rahman. Sir.
Second option.
Number 3 then.
Yes, George Alfred D. Penning. He is a civil engineer. And now the next question. For what? What was the civil engineering who was invented a certain product was known as what product? Number one, an efficient fan pulling machine. Number two, an efficient instrument pulling machine. Number three, an efficient person whose name was after it. Number 4, an efficient pankha pulling machine. Parshuram, please
Sir,
mute
sir.
it. I am getting the sound from your house.
Okay.
Somebody
Sir, an efficient fan pulling machine.
rang.
Number 4.
Yes. An efficient. Parshuram, somebody is either beating
Sir,
or sound coming. Yes, 4. An efficient pankha pulling machine.
sir.
Parshuram, still you did not mute it
Yes, sir. I'll do it, sir.
because I am getting the sound from your side.
Okay.
Okay, next question. So, on the 3rd March 1856, a civil engineer, Judge Alfred D. Penning of 7 Grants Lane, Calcutta, petitioned the government of India for the grant of exclusive privilege for his invention, an efficient pankha pulling machine. Do you know what is an efficient pankha pulling machine? In the olden days, the pankhas would be due on the top. It will be moved from one place to another place. Is it the pankha pulling machine? Anyway, myself also don't know because I just hunched it. Okay, 15th question. Who started the patent office? Number 1, Henry Fox. Number 2, Henry Knox. Number 3, Thomas Cook. And the 4th option is Thomas Alva Edison.
Number 1, sir.
Wrong. Second option,
Thomas Cook, sir.
wrong.
Number 3.
The right answer is Henry Knox. In 1790, Secretary of the War Henry Knox, Attorney General Edmund Randolph, and Secretary of State Thomas Jefferson headed a 3-member of the Patent Commission overseeing the requirement for the submission by the inventor that a working model no larger than the 12 into 12 of each invention to produce is a miniature to be there submitted with. Of course, other people names also there. Thomas Jefferson also be there. But the first one is the right answer for that one because he is the head of the committee. Okay, next. 16th question. A dash, an exclusive right granted for an invention, which is a product or a process that provides, in general, a new way of doing something, offers a new technical solution to a problem. What is dash? The passing of copyright, patent, trademark. Among the 4, which one is the appropriate? Answer is
Option 3,
Number 3.
patent.
answer 3. Patent is the right answer. A patent is an exclusive right granted for an invention, which is a product or a process that provides, in general, a new way of doing something, offers a new technical solution to a problem. 17th question. Which case law is not belong to IPR? I repeat, which case law is not belong to IPR? Number 1, Mattel Inc. versus MGA Entertainment Inc. Incline, that is. Number 2, Gautam Navalakha versus National Investigation Agency. Number 3, Adidas Americas Inc. versus Peerless Shoe Source Inc. Fourth, Google LLC versus Oracle America Inc.
Number 2, sir.
Number 2 is not related because other 3 are very famous case laws. These are 5 case laws are there. Mattel case law is number 1 case law. So the 18th question is, the major amendment in the Patent Act was in dash. In which year the major amendment was made to the Patent Act?
2005, sir.
I already discussed there also because amendment 2005. Okay. 19th question. The term every patent in India is dash from the date of filing the patent application, irrespective of whether it is a file with the provisional or complete specification, and which is the gap, the blank, 10 years, 15 years, third option 20 years, fourth option 25 years.
Number 3, 20 years.
Yes,
20 years, sir.
you are right. This is number 3, 20 years. Next question. 20th question. In India, copyright generally lasts for dash after the death of the author dash after the publication of the work, depending on the nature of the content. As a result, when the term expires, the content is released into the dash. Number 1, 60 years, 50 years, and public domain. 2, 50 years, 60 years, and public domain. Number 3rd option, 60 years, and private domain. The 4th option, 60 years, and public domain.
Number 4.
Number 4 is the right answer. Either for the death or the author's timing 60, and when once it is over, it comes under the public domain. You need not to take the permission of anybody. Okay. Can copyright be renewed in India? Number 1, yes. Second option, no. Third option, only 60 years again. Fourth option, only 30 years.
Number 2, no.
Number 2, no. So, of course, there is something which is given. No, there is no renewal copyright under the Indian law as neither a registration nor a renewal of a required for the subsistence of a copyright in a work for its entire term. So, 22nd question. The period of limitation for the filing a suit for damages for infringement of the copyright is dash from the date of such infringement. Option is 1 year. Second option is 2 years. Third option is 3 years. Fourth option is 5 years. Which is the appropriate one? For filing the case
Number
for the infringement of the copyright.
Number 4, sir. Number 4.
Wrong.
Sir, option 1, 1 year.
No.
Then 3 years. Hoga.
3 years
Number
the term. 3 years the term is the right answer for that one. 23rd question. The Copyright Act 1957, the act came into effect from dash. Number 1, option January 1957. Second option January 1958. Third option February 1957. Fourth option February 1958.
Number 4.
January 1958.
January 1958, that is the second option is the right option. For the 23rd question. 23rd question, right answer is January 1958, there is the second option. Okay. 24th question. The Copyright, within parenthesis, Amendment Act 2022, the Amendment Act came into operation on dash. Number 1 option, 17th March 2022. Second option, 18th April 2022. Third option, 18th March 2022. Fourth option, 19th March 2022.
Number 3.
Number 3 is the right answer. It is the 18th March 2022 is the right answer for the Amendment Act came into the force. Which Amendment Act?
Sir, now you have noticed, sir, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Now you have seen even Copyright Act is amended in 2022 recently.
Yeah, you are right. You are right. You are right.
That's why every year some act will be amended. We cannot
Yes,
track
I
that.
appreciate. I appreciate. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, 25th question. The Trademark Act 1999 and Trademark Rules 2002 were framed, which came into effect on first option September 10, 2003, second option September 12, 2003, third option September 13, 2003, fourth option September 15, 2003. Which one is the appropriate answer? Shoot.
Number 3.
No. The right answer is September 15, 2003. So 26th question. Dash was repealed by Design Act 2000. Number 1, Design Act of 1910. Number 2, Design Act of 1911. Third option, Design Act of 1912. Fourth option, Design Act of 1913.
Sir, option 2, Design Act 1911.
You are right. The option 2 is the right answer for the 26th question. Design Act of 1911 was repealed by the Design Act of 2000. Yes, 27th question. Design Act 1911. 1911 was the repealed and Design Act of 2000 came into effect from dash 2001. First option May 10, second option May 11, third option May 12, fourth option May 13.
Number 2, sir.
Number 2 is the right answer, May 11. Design Act 1911 was repealed and Design Act of 2000 came into effect from 2001, that is May 11, 2001. That is the appropriate word. So then 28th question, India enacted a Design Act 2000 to enact the guidelines laid down in dash of the TRIPS agreement. Number 1, Article 23 and 24. Second option, Article 24 and 25. Third option, Article 26 and 27. Fourth option, Article 28 and 29. TRIPS agreement. We don't say section, we say article, because the international instrument generally will say articles. Answer is number 2, option Article 24 and 25. Based on that thing, the Design Act was enacted 2000 on the guidelines of it. Okay, now 29th question. The Design Act 2000 and the Act number 14, 15, 16, 17.
Number 3, sir.
Number 3 is the right answer. It is the 16th. Yes, next question. Can anyone unmute and read? Can anyone unmute and read? Thirtieth question.
Sir.
Can anyone?
30th question. This initial period of some years can be further extended by a period of half of some years on the payment of renewal fees. In India, the maximum validity of a registration under the within the parentheses Indian Designs Act 2000 can be dash. Option 1, 10 years. Option 2, 15 years. Option 3, 20 years. Option 4, 25 years.
Number 3.
Wrong. Second option.
Sir, option 2.
Option 2 is the right answer. The reason is the initial period of 10 years can be further extended by the period of 5 years on the payment of the renewal fee. In the beginning, only 10 years, but the later on, only 5 years. India total maximum is 15 years, not more than that. The Indian Design Act 2000. So 31 question. GI. What is GI?
Geographical indication.
Yes, geographical indication. Yeah. The GI registry is situated at dash. As of September 2019, there exists Chennai geographical indication of India. Number 1, Chennai and 370. Number 2, Calcutta and 371. Number 3, Chennai and 371. Number 4, Calcutta and 372.
Number 4. What is that number, sir?
31st question.
Sir, what is the number, sir? And 370, 371. What is that number?
371. This is about the members present there at the time.
Sir, option 3.
No.
4, Kolkata, sir.
Number 4, Calcutta and 372. Members present over there. That geographical registry, there are Chennai geographical indications 372. What is, can you tell me what is geographical indication? Anyone? Supplementary question.
The origin of some product like Kanchi sarees, Darjeeling tea like that.
Yes, yes, I appreciate. What is Karnataka?
I like that Mangalore coffee or Mysore silk or like that based on the location. Like that we will say in Hyderabad perils we call it like that. Every place is having one unique product.
What is Chappal?
Simla apple, Sholapur chappal like that we call it. Like
Sholapur or Kanpur?
Kanpur maybe sir. Even Sholapur also famous for some type of chappal.
Sholapur for the knitting, textile.
Maybe sir.
And what about the Mathura?
Yes, sir. One thing is there may be several places famous for it. Example, Kanchi sari is famous for silk. Dharmavaram also famous for silk.
But when you
Both are
say
different
silk,
silks.
we say Karnataka.
Banaras also famous for silk saris. Like that, different saris may be there. Like Darjeeling tea, Nilgiri tea, like that also will be there.
Yeah.
But the product they will say geographical indication. This is Darjeeling tea or Nilgiri tea or like that. Somewhere all night, Araku Valley also they are making some coffee or tea like that.
Yes. So when Indian accepted TRIPS agreement, members and date of the acceptance. When India accepted the TRIPS agreement, is it 23rd March 2007? Second option 24th March 2007. Third option 25th March 2007. Fourth option 26th March 2007.
Number one.
No. Shoot, second one. 26th March 2007, that the fourth option is the right option for the 32nd question, 32 question. Okay, now let's go to the 33 question. TRIPS amendment took effect on 23rd January dash and replaced the 2003 waiver of members who have accepted the amendment. Number one, option 2015, second option 2016, third option 2017, fourth option 2018. There is an amendment for the TRIPS for the waiver. It is in the
Number
year
4.
2017.
Number 4. Sir.
2017 is the right answer for that question. Then 34th question. Members who are yet to accept the amendment currently have until 31st December dash to do so. Document WT capital virgule L virgule 1122 within parentheses. From them, the waiver will continue to apply until a member accepts the amendment. It takes the effect for it. 2022, 2023, 2004. The fourth option is 2025. The time limit given for the of waiver. Answer is 2023. They have to give the reply. Whether they would like to accept the waiver means some of the provisions, articles, they will be waived away, some of the will be followed. So now the 35th question, India and South Africa submitted a communication to the WTO Council for the trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights entitled Waiver from certain provisions of the TRIPS agreement for the prevention, containment, and treatment of the COVID-19, that is IP/C, capital W/6/99, on, there are four options. First option, October 1st, 2020. Second option, October 2, 2020. Third option, October 1, 2021. Fourth option, October 2, 2021. When they have submitted the report, the waiver thing, their opinion. And India and South Africa, both they did the same day. Shoot, even though it is wrong.
Option 3.
Option 2 is the right answer. October 2, 2020, they have submitted their report. This we will follow the article this and we don't follow the article this. That's the thing which is mentioned over there. 36th question. Just now the Ravindra Babu told me that which is the first geographical indication in India? Darjeeling tea, Kanpur chappal, Mathura peda, Agra peta.
Number 1,
Number 1,
Darjeeling tea.
Darjeeling tea is the first geographical indication in India is the Darjeeling tea. Okay, the feedback is GI tag is the abbreviation of the geographical indications tag in India. It came into force with effect from 15 September 2003. Supplementary question. Darjeeling tea was the first Indian product to get a GI tag. Okay, supplementary question. Which state is having so many tags in India? Of course, I asked the question here, don't worry. What is the time limit of the GI Act? Number 1, period of 10 years. Second option, it may be renewed time to time. Third option, it may not be renewed. Fourth option, 1 and 2 correct. Yes,
Sir, option 1.
Number 3, sir.
wrong. Which I am typing is, that is the correct answer. Number 1 and 2. It may be period of 10 years.
For option 4, sir.
Later on,
Option 4.
it may be renewed from time to time also, second one. So, the right answer for the 37th question is fourth one, 1 and 2 correct. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. 38th question, which state has the highest GI tag? Number 1, Telangana. Number 2, Uttar Pradesh. Number 3, Tamil Nadu. Number 4, Karnataka.
Number 3,
Tamil Nadu. Karnataka.
Karnataka is the number 1 because Karnataka has the highest number of the GI tags. That is, you know, what is meant by IE? Can anybody tell me? IE here.
That is.
That is.
That is equivalent in English. It is a Latin terminology.
That is 47 followed.
Id este. ID id space este. EST est. Id este means the English equivalent is that is. So that is 47 products followed by Tamil Nadu 39 products. Much of the major products that have got GI tag are Mysore silk of the Karnataka. Then Odisha Pattachitra. Odisha Pattachitra. And when I read somewhere this, what I say, Pani Puri. Is it Pani Puri? No, not Pani Puri. It's a Rasagulla. Rasagulla belongs to which place of Tanzania is very much, sorry, which place in India is very much famous?
Bengal,
Rasagulla.
sir. Rasagulla for Bengal.
Bengal, sir.
I
Bengal.
thought it is Calcutta, but it is not Calcutta. It's a Puri. In the beginning, I thought it's a West Bengal only, but now later I found, and there was a case law also, and they found Puri. Please check it whether I am right or wrong. Okay, 39th question. Which one is odd man out? All three belongs to IPRL. Number 1, the Semiconductor Integrated Circuits Layout Design Act 2000. Number 2, the Protection of the Plant Varieties of the Farmers' Right Act 2001. Number 3, the Biological Diversity Act 2002. Number 4, Workmen's Compensation Act.
Number 4,
Number 4 is not connected exactly, but I want to divert it, but I did not have the time so that I cannot confuse you. I would like to confuse you. Okay, it doesn't matter. Fourth question is trade secret in a nutshell. Number 1, defined as any information with commercial value. Number 2, which is valuable in the public opinion. Number 3, and the disclosure of which would cause significant harm to the owner? Number 4, all of the above.
Number 4.
Yes. As per the landmark decision by the Delhi High Court, and the trade secret is defined as any information with the, I think somewhere I did some wrong. I don't know why I did not do it. I made all the above. Information with the commercial value which is not valuable. Oh, no. Wrong. It is not number 4, it is number 2. Because
Sir, not
here,
number 4, sir.
which is
Number
not
2,
available, but which is available in the public domain.
sir, just come up.
See, the secret, trade secret is a nutshell, but one is wrong here. The wrong
No,
thing
that
is,
word you have not written.
but
Na?
I did
You asked
not,
what is trade secret.
I did not put one of them is wrong. One of them is wrong. Yeah.
Then it will be 2 because
Yeah.
we are reversing the
Yes,
question.
it will be true. So now, as per the landmark decision by the Delhi High Court, and it is trade secret is defined as any information with a commercial value which is not available in the public domain, and the disclosure of which would cause a significant harm to the owner. So today I prepared the 40 questions, multiple choice in the intellectual property law, and today is the last day, and still we do have at least some 5 to 7 minutes in our hand. Today I did not allow you to read because I have to cry it at least 3 to 4 times, then only you start reading that. Because I want to clear it very fast, so that I did not allow you to read today. You are right. Only 1 or 2 exceptional cases that I made you to read. Okay, now what I want to say is, yeah, this is the total marks for the 100. And thank God that you don't have the minus marks. If the minor marks would be there, it will be very nice. Only cream will come out. Yes. So mode of examination is, offline it is. Type of examination is certificate based. And the duration of time is 3 hours, 30 minutes. And everything is multiple choice questions. And there is 100 questions. And you have to do the 100 marks. Negative marking, no. I want that it should be yes. I want that it should be yes. Because only
Yes,
Q
sir.
will come out. Those who could have a well versed in the reading and might, but because he can ask from the various corners, no, that's why he did not keep the minus marks. So, yes, do you want to say anything? You can say.
So, would you like to give any more tips, sir? Or tips or any suggestions
What
regarding the
suggestions?
CI?
Number 1 suggestion: don't take any material with you. That is the strongest. Go with your filled mind and 2 pen and pencils, and don't read on the night. Don't read on the night. Be relaxed, be cool, and go advance at least half an hour, 1 hour before the examination center, and keep it relaxed. Let the people read it. Let them read under the tree. When you enter into the classroom also, they read. Let them read it, but you don't read.
Okay, sir.
You cannot
Sir,
see the...
as you said,
Yeah, please.
yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Can go ahead.
You cannot see the image in a ripple water.
Yes.
Image would be seen very clear in the stagnant water.
Yes.
And you keep your brain not boiling at the time of examination. Be cool, be relaxed, be comfortable, be happy, and write the exam. I'm sure that it is easy to get 40 marks. It's not that much tough because I have teach you various angles. And my most of teaching is negative teaching. When you know the negative teaching, you can easily make it out a positive approach. If you think,
Yes, sir, you're right.
if you think negatively, you will work hard more, and that will reach to your target. So that is my suggestion. And people say, no, we'll go to the Bear Act. Don't go with the Bear Act. It is the killing of your time.
Okay.
At the most, if I give the Bear Act, you may give the 1 or 2 directly. Okay, let us presume 3 or 4 or 5 or 10. But I have taught you the skills. With the skills, you can easily, without your knowledge, you can strike the bullseye out of the 4 options. Because each option, your mind says, no, not acceptable. Not acceptable. Your mind itself says to you, conscious, it is not acceptable. That is the 6th sense. And when you reach to the right point, your mind will be very much comfortable. And that is the right answer for that question. So that is my suggestion for the people. Now let us see that Ravindra Babu also made certain proposal of certain things. Let we solve the old question papers.
Yes, yes.
So that also gives a very wide knowledge. Because that is not, today I asked the question directly from the intellectual property. But there, they can jump. And when he jumps, he doesn't know. And there will not be any sequence also. There is not necessarily the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 19, the same sequence that the questions will be asked. No. He can ask from any sequence. But only thing is, no, he will not jump from CRPC to the CPC, CPC to the evidence, evidence to the IPC. As far my knowledge goes, because I saw the question papers, when he asked a particular thing, once it is exhausted, he will jump into the another subject. But it is closely related, hence sometimes you will get doubt whether it is the evidence question or whether it is some other question. But when you read it very carefully, yes, it is the evidence question. Suppose the relevancy is there, presumption is there, proving is there, disproving is there. If such a thing comes, then we can say it is the evidence question. So that way we can make it out. So I promised, I kept my promise. Whether I may be India, anywhere in the world, I said that I am going to conduct or take the classes of you. Yes, I did it. And I started on the 4th July. And today is 25th July. But I missed one class. No, 2 classes I missed, but I managed it by any other means.
Sir, one more point, sir.
Yes, please.
Answer all the questions, whether you know the answer or not. If you don't know the answer also, you attempt all the questions. That is the another point.
Yeah, another, yes, I appreciate. See, whenever the hard questions are there, don't do it in the beginning. You just pass on. And the time left over there, now you can think it. But you try to shoot all, but don't leave, because there is no negative marks.
They are giving plenty of time, sir. 3.5 hours. 1 hour you can complete the paper.
If you know it,
the answer.
Easily 1 hour you can complete your paper. 1 hour, that's all. The rest of the 2.5 hours, you can brainstorm it. When you brainstorm it and apply all the techniques which I told you, and I'm sure that you will definitely will click the right target. More than half you can click it. And no that much difficulty is there for passing. To me, I don't think that much difficult would be there. And I don't also think sometimes they will ask you such a critical question which I prepared by making this thing, that thing. But there may be possibility they may ask in such a way also. Though it looks alike, but it is not the same answer. But it is a different option, because the option which is given over there, from there only you have to pick it out. Don't pick it out from the other place. From the option only you have to pick it out. Which is the appropriate, near, and exact answer. If not exact answer, at least near answer to the question which is posed over there, and the options are given. So that way that you have to make it out. And 3.5 hours is a good time for you, because as Ravindra Babu told, you can do it within 1 hour only. And the rest of the 2.5 hours, you can make brainstorming. and try to attempt all of them. Yes, that is a very much
Sure, sir.
important factor. Is it
Sir, we
clear?
really appreciate. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir, we
please.
really appreciate you, sir, taking your time and preparing a
Thank you
material.
for your
And
time.
daily you're giving so great lecture. But we really appreciate you, sir.
Because I told you that అన్ని దానముల కన్నా విద్యాదానం మిన్న.
Yes, yes, sir. On the first day of the class, you said.
And in every my posting that is there, in all arms, education arm is at zenith. So with that
Yes,
motive,
sir, you
I
are
am
having so
serving.
much inclination to teach or to learn.
I told you one
I have
also my
observed
secret, my
you are
weakness.
yourself attending so many seminars yourself, either to learn or to teach.
See, the point is, man should not be idle. He should
Yes, sir.
indulge in activities, and particularly constructive activities. And myself also, I will not indulge in any other activity except reading and research. These are the two passions of mine. And these are the two sides of the same coin. If you teach without research, it is a counterfeit. If you do research without teaching, it is also a counterfeit. So research simultaneously go with the teaching, then it is adding a feather to your cap. And I love teaching. If I don't teach, I told you that my weakness, my food will not be digested. At least 1 hour
Yes,
teaching
sir.
should be there for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Even though here the South means St. Augustine University of Tanzania, I do have only 2 master courses. But I voluntarily took the courses in the first year, second year, third year, and fourth year. Number 1, legal methods in the first year. Number 2,
Nice.
second year, the law taught. Third year, I taught them the legal research. And the fourth year, there's a combination of both of them is there. Legal research is there, and legal, both of them it is over there. And hence I touched them. And that is my passion, because teaching only 3 candidates, I don't feel that much happy. But when I teach to the mass, I feel very happy. So that was the
But
reason.
it will go to YouTube, sir. So many people will see later, and they need it.
Yeah. So definitely with
Because the
this.
people will come when the exams are announced.
Okay. So with
At
this,
that time,
then,
Sir,
okay, please tell me.
sir, can you give us some ideas, or can you give us some share some views regarding the practice in law field?
Yeah, practice is, I told you, no, it's not one day's business. It takes its